The top story, a full-on political war has broken out between the AAP and the BJP after the Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been called for questioning by the CBI in connection with the Delhi excise policy case on Sunday, nearly 3 months after filing the charge sheet in the case. Manish Sisodia alleges that the full power of agencies under the BJP-led central government has been unleashed to hound him. The BJP asks if there's nothing underfoot, why did AAP roll back the policy?
शराब घोटाला नाम की कोई चीज नहीं है।
हमेशा की तरह बेहद बेशर्मी से उन्होंने एक झूठ बोला है।
A fresh AAP versus BJP war after the CBI summoned the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia for questioning in the alleged liquor policy scam. This for the second time in just over 6 months. Mr. Sisodia put out this tweet saying that the CBI action was because the BJP and the Modi government were unhappy over the Delhi government vastly improving the condition of schools in the national capital.
CBI summoned Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia for questioning on Sunday at around 11 a.m. Sources say that the agency during the course of the investigation has got to know that Sisodia has tailored the liquor policy to suit some of the companies, and that's why the agency wants to confront him with the evidence that they have gathered during the course of the investigation.
With speculation around whether the CBI will arrest Manish Sisodia, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said that it's political vendetta, while the BJP said that the Aam Aadmi Party was indulging in a needless blame game.
शराब घोटाला नाम की कोई चीज नहीं है, कोई घोटाला नहीं हुआ। सबसे अच्छी पॉलिसी देश में, सबसे पारदर्शी पॉलिसी हम लोगों ने बनाई। यही पॉलिसी जब पंजाब में लागू की गई तो पंजाब में 48% रेवेन्यू बढ़ा, सेम टू सेम पॉलिसी। तो दिल्ली के अंदर इन लोगों ने जानबूझ के पॉलिटिकल वेंडेटा के तौर पे, राजनीतिक षड्यंत्र के तौर पे इन्होंने ये सारा केस रचा है। मनीष जी कल जाएंगे, हम पूरा कोऑपरेट करेंगे और अंत में सच की जीत होगी।
हम तो कोऑपरेट करेंगे, मनीष सिसोदिया जी जाएंगे, सीबीआई को कोऑपरेट करेंगे, मगर कल को जब पकड़ लिया जाएगा तब क्या बोलेंगे कि सब मिले हुए हैं, सब जो है ऊपर के इशारे पर काम कर रहे हैं।
The CBI is investigating alleged irregularities in the Delhi excise policy 2021-22 that was scrapped after the Delhi LG sought a probe into it. In its FIR, the CBI has alleged that Sisodia and other accused public servants took decisions pertaining to the Delhi excise policy with an intention to extend undue favors. Sisodia has denied all the charges and has called the CBI action a witch hunt.
जैसे मेरे घर में कुछ नहीं मिला वैसे ही लॉकर में भी कुछ नहीं निकला। मुश्किल से 70-80 हज़ार रुपए के कुछ बच्चों के, कुछ मेरी पत्नी के ज्वेलरी वगैरह कुछ इस तरह की चीजें हैं। मुझे बहुत खुशी है इस बात की कि प्रधानमंत्री जी ने मेरे घर पे रेड करा दी। प्रधानमंत्री जी ने मेरे घर की पूरी छानबीन करा के, तलाशी करा दी, वहां से भी कुछ नहीं निकला। आज प्रधानमंत्री जी ने सीबीआई भेज के मेरे लॉकर की जांच भी करा ली, उसमें से भी कुछ नहीं निकला। यही इस बात का सबूत है कि आज प्रधानमंत्री जी की सारी जांच में मैं और मेरा परिवार पाक साफ निकले हैं।
The alleged Delhi liquor policy scam has been a major flashpoint between the Aam Aadmi Party government and the BJP, with AAP saying that central agencies are being used at the behest of the BJP, while BJP says it's based on substantial evidence. Now, all eyes on CBI's questioning of Manish Sisodia on Sunday. In New Delhi with Arvind Gunasekar, camera person Xavier Thomas and Prem Singh, Priyanshi Sharma for NDTV.
Meanwhile, the Delhi mayor election will now be held on Wednesday, the 22nd of February. The LG on Saturday finally approved the Chief Minister's recommendation. This after the AAP's big win when the Supreme Court ruled that nominated members cannot vote. And upping the ante, the Delhi Chief Minister on Saturday accused the LG of criminal contempt of court by trying to get his lawyer to argue both sides of the case on the voting rights of appointed members of Delhi's civic body.
एलजी साहब जानते थे कि उन्होंने जितने काम किए हैं वो गैर कानूनी है, असंवैधानिक है। अगर सुप्रीम कोर्ट के अंदर उनकी पोल खुल गई तो एलजी मुंह दिखाने के लायक नहीं बचेंगे। इसीलिए उन्हें गुंडागर्दी करके, अपना पद का दुरुपयोग करके उन्होंने दोनों पक्षों का वकील एक करवाया, दोनों पक्षों का काउंटर एफिडेविट एक करवाया। तो इससे साफ साफ जाहिर है कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट में सच को छुपाने के लिए एलजी साहब ने ये सारा षड्यंत्र रचा। This amounts to LG's action amounts to interference in the administration of justice. It is criminal contempt of court. LG of Lieutenant Governor of Delhi has committed criminal contempt of court.
And a big story today, NDTV has learned that the Rajasthan Muslim men who were lynched and found burnt were taken to the cops first. NDTV has learned that the two Muslim men from Bharatpur in Rajasthan who were lynched and burnt to death in Haryana on the mere suspicion of cow smuggling were brought to the Haryana police in Haryana's Firozpur Jirka while they were still alive by these self-appointed Gaurakshaks, as they call themselves, in a badly beaten up state. These men, these lynchers, they asked the police, they brought these victims to the police wanting them to be arrested. But the police looked away. They said that this didn't fall under their jurisdiction and asked the lynchers to take these men to a thana in Rajasthan. The Haryana police made no attempt to arrest or detain the lynchers. They made no attempt to provide medical treatment to the badly injured men, and the charred bodies of these men were later found burnt in a car. NDTV's Saurav Shukla has the details.
Yesterday, Rajasthan police has arrested Rinku Saini, who was named in the FIR. Rinku Saini is a taxi driver, and after interrogation, Rinku Saini has accepted that Rinku Saini and his aides kidnapped Nasir and Junaid somewhere near Mewat area, border of Haryana and Rajasthan. They had beaten Nasir and Junaid for the suspicion of cow smuggling, and then when Junaid and Nasir were badly wounded, they took them to Firozpur Jirka police station in Haryana, which is a border police station in Haryana, which is 15 kilometers from Bharatpur. And then they asked Firozpur Jirka police personnel, Haryana police, to arrest Junaid and Nasir for allegedly smuggling cows. When cops were there at the police station, they saw Junaid and Nasir. They were badly wounded. They thought they might die in the police station, and then they asked these Rinku Saini and so-called cow vigilantes to take them to Rajasthan police. After that, Rinku Saini and his gang took badly wounded Nasir and Junaid from there, and they had no idea what to do. If they take them to hospital, hospital people will call cops, and then this whole theory will burst. And police is suspecting that Nasir and Junaid might have died due to their wounds, and they were badly injured, they were bleeding also. And then Rinku Saini and his aides, they planned how to get rid of Nasir and Junaid, how to avoid police. Then they took Nasir and Junaid to Bhiwani, which is almost more than 200 kilometers from Firozpur Jirka. So on 15th late night, they drove that bolero to Firozpur, from Firozpur Jirka and that area to Bhiwani of Haryana, and near Loharu area, which is you can say which is a forest around fields around. They burned that bolero car, and inside that bolero car were Junaid and Nasir.
And Nikki Yadav, the 23-year-old Delhi woman who was strangled to death by her partner, her boyfriend, Sahil Gehlot, with a charging cable and stuffed in a fridge, was married to the accused since 2020. Delhi police sources have said. In a major development in this case, a picture from their wedding ceremony has also surfaced. The new developments comes hours after the arrest of Sahil's family for being part of Nikki's gruesome murder.
A new twist to the Nikki Yadav murder case. Nikki and her boyfriend, Sahil Gehlot, who is accused of strangling her to death with a charging cable and stuffing her body in a fridge, were married 2 years ago in 2020, the Delhi police say. Earlier, it was reported that Sahil had murdered Nikki in February this year, on the day of his wedding to another woman after a 3-hour fight over the issue. Sahil had reportedly hidden his plans to marry another woman from Nikki Yadav. Sources said Sahil and Nikki got married in October 2020 at the Arya Samaj temple in Uttar Pradesh's Noida.
शादी करने के लिए तो 10/1/2020 को आए थे, लेकिन उससे पहले भी वो लोग मिलने के लिए आते हैं, पूछते हैं. अभी पुरानी बात हो गई, इतने तो मुझे नहीं, लेकिन थे 1-2 लोग थे साथ.
गवाह भी रहते हैं.
जी.
The new information came hours after the arrest of Sahil's father, brothers Anish and Naveen, and 2 friends for Nikki's murder. The police say Sahil's family was unhappy with the marriage and wanted her gone.
फिर ये इसके साथ साथ आते हैं मित्राओं में, और मित्राओं में आके और ये लोग निगरानी रखते हैं कि ये बॉडी को अच्छे से वहाँ अंदर रख दे, और फिर ये सारे पांचों उस गाड़ी को, जो वर्ना गाड़ी थी जिसमें बॉडी थी, उसको वहीं छोड़ के, और फिर जो दूसरी गाड़ी थी नेक्सा जिसमें वो 4 लोग थे, ये सब फिर घर जाते हैं और फिर शादी में बारात वरात लेके निकल जाते हैं, और फिर शादी भी बड़े धूमधाम से अपना करके आते हैं.
The police say Sahil's family fixed his marriage with another woman in December 2022 and Nikki was kept in the dark. Sahil's cousin brother and a friend reportedly helped him hide Nikki's body in a fridge at his family-owned dhaba, just 700 meters from his parents' home. According to the police, Sahil deleted his chats from the phones of his cousin and friend who helped him hide the body. Sahil's new bride has reportedly gone back to her parents' home. With Mukesh Singh Sengar, Bureau Report, NDTV.
What is it? All right, let's get you other news from around the country. First, the business news, and the government will be clearing the entire goods and services tax or GST compensation dues of over 16,000 crores from its own pocket. The Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said after a meeting with the council that sets the GST rates. The Finance Minister said that this payment will clear the compensation dues for 5 years.
And although this amount is not really available in the compensation fund as of today, we have decided to release this amount from our own resources, and this same amount will be recouped from the future compensation cess collection. So the amount is not with us, but we are still giving it with our own resources, and the total which is being given out is 16,982 crores. With this release, therefore, the centre would clear the entire provisionally admissible compensation cess dues for 5 years as envisaged in the GST Compensation to States Act 2017. In addition, of course, Centre would also clear the admissible final GST compensation to those states who have provided the revenue figures as certified by the Accountant General.
Now, 12 more cheetahs from Africa arrived in Madhya Pradesh on Saturday, months after 8 big cats had been ferried from Namibia. This new batch has 7 males and 5 females that were released into their quarantine enclosures at the Kuno National Park.
Fresh arrivals at Madhya Pradesh's Kuno National Park, India's cheetah habitat ground zero. 12 cheetahs flown in from South Africa were released into quarantine enclosures today. 5 months after the first batch of 8 cheetahs from Namibia were brought into the park as part of the Indian government's effort to reintroduce the cheetah in India. The last cheetah died in India in 1947 and the species was declared extinct from the country in 1952. 10 quarantine enclosures have been created at the reserve for the big cats from South Africa.
मुझे बताते हुए बहुत खुशी है कि सभी चीते पूरी तरह स्वस्थ हैं और बहुत ज़्यादा एक्टिव हैं. उनको आज रिलीज़ कर दिया गया पहाड़ों में और यदि आप देखें तो वो बहुत ज़्यादा एक्टिव हैं और बहुत अलर्ट है और परफेक्टली नॉर्मल है. तो ये बहुत खुशी की बात है कि बिना किसी विघ्न के ये सारा जो चीतों का ट्रांसलोकेशन था ये पूरा हो गया.
The 8 Namibian cheetahs who came in last September are now in a hunting enclosure, a 6-kilometer area where they can interact with each other. and will soon be released into the wild.
प्रधानमंत्री जी का जो सोच है पर्यावरण को भी बचाना और पर्यावरण के साथ वन्य प्राणियों को भी बचाना, वो आज पूरी दुनिया को दिशा दे रहा है। और ये चीता प्रोजेक्ट उसी भाव को आगे बढ़ाने का प्रयास है। यहां भी कूनों में हमने जो प्रयत्न किए, कहते हुए प्रसन्नता है, चीता मित्र यहां बने। मैं पूरी टीम को बधाई देता हूं।
According to the action plan for the introduction of cheetah in India, around 10 to 12 cheetahs will be imported annually from African countries for the next 5 to 10 years to establish a healthy population with genetic diversity. With Ajay in Shopur and camera person Rizwan Khan, Anurag Dwari for NDTV.